monkey invasions are making the news again. Latest figures available from the National Parks Board show that there were 2,500 encounters in 2023, up about 35% compared to a decade ago.
So why is this still happening and what can we do about it? I'm on the case, so join me on a bit of monkey business.
This is Alman Estate, located in the western part of Singapore. It's made up of mainly landed homes. 5 residents living here send emergency emails to Talking Point. One of the emails was from the Kumars.
I hear you are having a bit of monkey trouble.
See this car, see?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what happened here?
The monkeys are basically stealing away the mirrors on both sides of the car.
I see.
They're so
wow.
expert in doing this.
Okay. No wonder. So it's covered up. Do you have any photos of what the damage
Yes,
looked like?
yes,
Yeah,
I
I'll
have
show
photos.
you.
Come, I will
Show
show
you.
you.
Come around.
Okay.
Come. See, look at this.
Oh yeah, where's the mirror?
Yeah, my car is gone. And not only one side, both the sides.
They took away the whole mirror?
Yeah,
1, 2, 3,
gone.
mirrors gone.
Oh, that's how fast?
That's how
Yeah.
fast it is.
Wow.
Both mirrors
Yeah.
gone, and then you're looking at the monkeys, and they're on the top of the trees,
With
laughing,
the mirror.
laughing at you,
Looking at
laughing
himself
you with the
going,
mirrors.
Yeah.
Seriously,
One day
seriously.
our guest car was just here and I was sitting here. By
Yes.
the time I rushed to the car, both mirrors were gone.
Oh, so even your guest car.
So actually, we have 10 pairs of these covers extra for
Right.
any visitor into our house, and we say,
Okay.
please cover the mirrors.
Yeah, actually my car's out there. Maybe, I don't know, should I be worried?
Imagine this: our own car, 2 times.
Yes. Oh, okay.
Our guest's car, one time, and we have the friend a few doors ahead of us,
Yeah.
4 times.
4 times.
How much actually has all this
I think,
cost you guys?
Around $200-300.
Have they
No.
ever come into your house too?
Yeah, they took my computer mouse
Oh.
twice.
Oh,
They just took it from that window
Into the
the
window.
room and take my mouse and gone into this tree. They are very aggressive.
Right,
You
right.
shoo them away and they will.
They will come back at you. It's not only the case with us. Most of our neighbors
Yeah.
They
have
have-
faced these issues of like monkeys like taking away vitamins or
I
cosmetics.
mean, do you know where they're coming from?
I think most of the time they come from the back on the back of the house.
Oh, really? Can we take a look?
Sure,
Yes,
sure,
please,
sure.
yes.
Okay, show me the way, please.
They come from this side,
Okay.
and then they're walking on this wall all around.
Yeah.
Once they're here, they can go anywhere in the house.
Yeah, I can see that. The wall is not too high. There are trees, roofs. They can jump, hop here, bounce, and they're here. And once they're in the kitchen, they have access to the whole house.
Absolutely. So we have contacted NParks, NEA, and other agencies, but then many times by the time they come, the monkeys basically have disappeared. I think the agencies are doing what they can.
Yeah.
It is not an easy problem to solve. We are trying to adjust our lifestyle to keeping the windows closed most of the times, but then you feel trapped in your own house sometimes.
Just who are residents like the Kumars dealing with? This is the long-tailed macaque, Singapore's native monkey species. Their natural habitat? Forest edges where they forage, groom, and raise their young in tight-knit social groups called troops. They're omnivores, so they eat just about anything. Fruits, insects, bird eggs, even small animals. And yes, even our local Singapore delights.
This bowling ball, 7 kg, roughly the same as a fully grown macaque. The males weigh up to 7 kg, the females 4 kg. And they're not very large, standing at just 40 to 47 cm tall. That means they're probably smaller and weigh less than a 1-year-old child.
But they have these. Adults, especially males, can inflict serious wounds with their razor-sharp, dagger-like canines. They're not just dangerous when provoked. I'm about to find out that these macaques are also extremely intelligent. Karina Lim has been responding to monkey complaints via the Acres hotline. She's been receiving an average of 23 calls per month since 2024.
Now that there's so much urban development, so there's a lot of fragmented forest patches around Singapore. So as they move from one forest patch to another, they have no choice but to pass by our urban areas.
Right.
And so they start to adapt to the different patterns of urban life.
With all these blocks around here, I mean, it's a really high-rise block. Is it easy for the monkeys to climb? The windows?
Very easy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so you can see that there's so many ledges around.
Yeah.
And then also at the side of the buildings where the aircon compressors are, you can see those railings and also
Okay.
where the
Where you hang your
clothes racks are. Yeah, correct. So all these they can actually climb up. And also a lot of these units, they have window grills, but the grills, you can see that it's of a certain width.
Yeah.
So macaques can definitely squeeze through.
Right.
And even in nature reserves, there's people who travel specifically to these parks and nature reserves to feed the monkeys. So I have even noticed before there was a car that went in, the macaque started following the car. So the car actually stopped some distance away. The driver got out, the macaque sat there, wait for him, and then he took out a plastic bag.
Oh, wow. So they recognized that there was this red car, for example. They know what it looks like, and then they recognize this guy, his feature, and associate this person with food. You know?
Correct. So their behavior can be very much conditioned by how we
Okay.
behave as well, and they react in response. In other areas in Singapore, such as in NTU,
Yeah.
because in those residential halls, there are tables where students arrange for their parcels and their Grab food delivery to be placed there.
Yeah.
Macaques have learned that that's where the food will be.
There's a buffet for them. They're like, woohoo! A whole bunch of plastic bags. Some have food.
So they've learned how to open all these parcels, packaging, just to look through out of curiosity to see if they can find anything of value.
Oh my gosh. So it's almost like they look, nah, try another one.
Yes,
So they're really just following patterns and routines and learning our behavior.
yes, correct.
Okay.
Human-monkey conflict cases were once commonly filed only in areas like Bukit Timah, Upper Thomson, and the Central Catchment. But over time, we are also seeing cases from Bedok, Clementi, Woodlands, even Sentosa. And here's where it gets interesting. The most number of reports, over 200 to be precise, in just 7 months was found here in Punggol.
What is going on there? I think I need to head down to find out.
I'm heading towards Coney Island, which is connected to Punggol Estate. In 2024, after a spate of complaints, monkeys roaming around in Punggol were trapped, sterilized, and released on Coney Island. But a year later, Punggol residents are still plagued by macaque woes. Kalaivanan is part of the long-tailed macaque working group that brings together wildlife groups, authorities, and residents to ease human-monkey conflict.
Why is Punggol such a hot spot?
I think it's just the fact that Punggol is nestled right in the northeastern corner of Singapore. A lot of development has happened here
Yep.
over the last decade. If you look at satellite imagery from just a decade ago, a lot of forests have been lost. The macaques have always been here. It's just that now they have no more green cover to go into or no more of their wild food to eat from. So now they are stranded in a very urban area, and that is why they are more often seen and that's where the conflicts start happening.
Okay, but isn't a spot like where we are in Coney Island, isn't this a reprieve for them? They can come here, hang out, get food.
Coney Island is not a nature reserve per se, so there isn't enough wild food here for them. Yeah, most of Coney Island is casuarina trees.
So actually, if there was more food resource here on the island, they would be tempted to stay here more.
That is the idea that we are exploring, where to have more fruit trees here. While that is happening, we need to step up enforcement against people who are feeding wild animals.
Right. So even with the signs, you're saying there's still a lot of feeders. Who are these feeders?
So unfortunately, we think most of the feeders they are more of the older generation who may feel empathetic towards the animals.
And I guess they don't pay heed to these signs. They probably just think, oh, it's so cute.
We have spoken to many of the feeders, and generally they will be like, I don't care. I'm just going to continue feeding.
NParks manages human-monkey conflict by focusing on 3 areas. Like in the case of Coney Island, population control, such as sterilizing monkeys. And habitat management, by removing and rehoming aggressive individuals. As well as modifying habitats by removing fruit trees in residential estates. There's also public education, showing people how to coexist with monkeys. And as a last resort, monkeys are culled. How effective are these measures really? Primatologist Dr. Andy Ang has spent over a decade studying Southeast Asia's wild primates.
Hey Andy. Hi.
Morning.
This is a monkey hotspot.
It's a nice intersection where you have nature areas, a chance to see monkeys, and also where urban places like residential areas and also restaurants are.
Which of course is very common in our very small Singapore.
That's right.
We've been told about macaques being rehomed, being relocated, but does that actually work?
Well, if you think about it, the macaques have a family unit structure very similar to humans. And so if you were to move individuals out of where they belong to another location, there's no guarantee that by moving the animals, they will stay. When you move the monkeys away, one thing, right? The monkeys are going to a new environment where there could be other monkeys around. And to those monkeys in those sites, they would see this new monkey as an intruder. So being territorial animals, they might have fights. And so chaos can happen in the relocated area.
One of the other options is sterilization. Is that effective?
For sterilization, it would take a long time to actually see the effects because you are trying to cut down on the number of infants that could be born within a year. But if there's still feeding going on, the 20% that are not sterilized are going to continue to reproduce, and eventually you have to keep sterilizing.
Right. So
there will be more monkeys.
A bit of chicken and egg. You're fixing it this side, but you're encouraging it on this side.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what about culling? It's not as humane, but it does remove the monkeys permanently, right?
Culling doesn't solve the problem because other monkeys can come in because you're removing one competitor. You're making it easier for other monkeys to come in. So again, the residents might not be happy after a while when they see that the monkeys are still around.
Okay.
So far, I'm hearing challenges with our current monkey management measures. Talking Point contacted the Punggol Town Council. But while town councils manage township matters, NParks is the one that manages human-wildlife conflicts. As for Almond Estate, the problem is being monitored by the long-tailed macaque working group, made up of wildlife groups, NParks and residents. Which is why I need to meet Serena Lin. She leads the charge of Singapore's wildlife management program, overseeing how Singapore handles these monkeys.
We are at the edge of a nature area, so this is usually where monkeys do come out to look for food and where we do our monkey patrol and guarding services.
Also, the patrols would start from areas like this?
Yeah. So we do work a lot with the community in order to keep this food out of sight, out of access for the monkeys. So this is one of the many monkey-proof bins we have deployed. You notice that it is a bit different from the other ones with an open access. So in order to use this bin, you either have to lift the lid like this, which has been weighted, or you step on the pedal over here. Yeah, and this is actually quite heavy. You can try for yourself.
Yeah. Ah, okay. So
It's good arm
it's
exercise.
difficult for the monkeys. They're not strong enough to pull this open?
No, this is weighted.
And I guess they don't normally step
Yeah,
on
so you need to put a bit of weight in order to open
I
that.
see, I see.
Yeah. So we do have a few tools that we use when it
Okay.
comes to monkey patrols. So I have one of it here. It is a laser pointer,
Yep.
and we usually use it to like point at places just around the
Okay,
monkeys.
okay.
Then they will feel a little bit startled and move away. It's just a simple tool.
Yeah, they don't sound terribly advanced.
It's not rocket
Have they been
science.
effective?
Yeah. So the thing about monkeys, they do evolve, they get used to it. So we play around with our different tools. So we do use a multi-prong approach when it comes to human macaque management. So apart from looking at the food waste
Yeah.
or like food that is available to the monkeys, we do the guarding patrols and surveys. So it is a very complex issue when it comes to managing human-wildlife encounters.
People want to know what's being done and
Yes.
why some don't seem to work.
So when it comes to animals, it's really very tricky. If it's just like something like a tree or a shrub,
Sure, sure.
yeah, it's static,
That's easier,
right?
yeah.
But the animals, they move between different boundaries. So
Okay.
it's been quite challenging for the team.
We've also heard about culling.
For macaques that are aggressive, that have posed and caused injuries to humans, these would not be suitable for relocation.
Yep.
And these will unfortunately be euthanized as a very, very last resort.
Do those methods work? Again, I've heard it's disruptive for the troop itself, and if you don't rehome the entire population, or they go to a new area, they're fighting for resources with the existing troop in that area.
So that's
For
when
resources?
our ground surveys for the different populations of troops in the different areas come into play.
Okay.
We'll have to do a case-by-case analysis as to
Right.
where would be good for such an exercise to be carried out.
Does that mean you check, like you go, okay, this area, they've got a lot of fruit trees, there are more resources than monkeys, therefore it can sustain additional monkeys?
Yes, that's actually one of the factors that we are looking at. Usually food availability within the
Right.
natural area itself.
I see.
In the case of Punggol, authorities have planted more native fruit trees at Coney Island to entice the monkeys back into their habitat. But the primates are still venturing out to nearby residential estates to look for and feed on human food. While policymakers and conservationists wrestle with their choices, some wildlife activists on the ground have decided to take things into their own hands.
Alright, shot. Yep, correct. That's
Wow,
what
that
you
was
did.
it. He looked at me like,
But you stood your ground.
I'm at Upper Thompson, and the troop is out today,
Okay, thanks, bye.
which is why I am glad I am with Sabrina Jabba, the leader of the Monkey Guards. Her job is to hustle a group of volunteers from each estate to deter monkeys from entering residential areas.
hi Sabrina.
Hi, Steve.
Since we can't be rid of the monkeys, I'm getting her to teach us how to protect ourselves against them.
So now we know the monkeys are there. How do we monkey guard?
So we're going to walk past them and
Uh-huh.
we're going to use the stick to deter them off the road.
Oh, okay, but
Yeah.
really what is monkey guarding?
So essentially it's deterring them off from hotspot areas. So if there's a forest, we want to deter them back to the forest. Yeah.
So it's specific actions or things that we do to push the monkeys to a different place?
Yes, so basically we use tools, sticks,
Yeah.
or use your voice, our height, our size to push them off.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Sounds pretty simple.
Okay.
Shall we go test it
Yeah,
out?
so let's try. So we're going to walk.
Okay,
Alright,
you
so-
lead the way, I'll stand behind you.
for protection. So as you're approaching them, you should let them know, okay, I'm coming. So like you can tap the stick, get their attention.
Hey guys, we're coming!
Exactly, so you can read their body language.
Yeah, make way!
Yeah, so you can see like they're here, so the guy moves off.
Okay. At which point does it get dangerous? Should I like step back? How do I know whether they're being aggressive?
Most of the time when they start to get a little bit more alarmed of your presence, they will start to raise their eyebrows. And then it will further escalate where they will start to arch their body to make themselves look big. They will create an
Right.
O-shaped mouth. Sometimes you might have seen them run up a lamppost like here.
Yeah.
You know, a tree bunch and shake on it. The last resort will obviously be direct contact. but usually that is like very, very rare because before that, they will start to show off their canines. So they will either show from the side so that you can see or directly at you, but most importantly, they will like stare at you.
Okay, okay. So showing teeth is a clear
And
sign.
then they have the warning call also. So we call it the kra. So it's like krr, like that. The females will do a loud shriek or like a scream.
Oh.
Yeah. So if you hear things like that, you should
Back
slowly
away.
move away. If let's say you're walking on your own, you don't feel comfortable and there's people around you, just join them. Because like more people, the macaques will just move away.
Right, right.
When they feel very, very threatened, they will do these fake lunges. So they will run towards you, they will stop right in front of your feet, they'll look at you, and then they reverse. And if you stand your ground, they will notice that, okay, like it's not working.
All right, let me test it now. I try.
So I'm gonna
We've got
walk
some
behind
monkeys
you.
in the back.
Okay, let's try.
So we're gonna go this way, and then we're like right on the road behind my cameraman. Okay, don't, yeah, careful. There we go. Here, right here, guys. Hey,
Yeah, so you see he moves on.
Steven Chia is here. I need the road.
Yes.
All right, guys.
Correct. So just continue. So target this one first.
This is the big guy.
Yeah, the bigger ones. All right, move.
Yeah,
All right,
oh,
then this one.
Oh, I saw him glare his teeth like.
So that's
you know.
like a kinder sign.
Okay, I'm gonna come from back of the bushes here. Okay, guys, come. Go the other way. Go across the road. Look both ways, then cross the road. Oh, this guy's pretty cool.
Yep.
This guy's the boss.
Alright, shut. Yep, correct. Just
Wow, that was it. He looked at me like.
But you stood your ground. That's great.
So monkey guarding in itself actually is quite simple. You just have to be firm in what you're doing and show them who's boss in a gentle way.
A couple of days ago, I received an update from Elka and Pankaj. 2 monkeys from Almond Estate have been caught. A check with NParks revealed that the bolder and intrusive macaques were targeted and removed.
The monkey problem in Singapore stems not from a population growth, but more from displacement. So if you're one of those residents still haunted by monkeys, well, for now you just have to remain vigilant, secure your trash, and remind everyone to stop feeding those monkeys.